Hiya, welcome to GGKCS, the podcast slash FlossTube for fans of all things knitting, cross stitch, and geeky. I'm Cece, my pronouns are they, them, and I'm so glad you're here today. It is Saturday the 5th of July, 2025, and this is episode 516. I'd like to say a big welcome back. Love y'all to all of our returning viewers and a big hiya to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. Hope you enjoy the show. So what can I say about the world right now? Yeah. So just trying to get through each day as it comes, and I posted on social media on the last day of June talking about that it's been 5 years. 5 years since I fully admitted to myself that I was queer, that I am queer. I'm still queer. And 4 years, a little over 4 years since I left my marriage and got a divorce and changed my name. And I'm just continuing to learn new things about myself, and it feels kind of strange to be closer to 50 than 40 and still figuring out who I am. And yeah, so there's more details if you want to go look on social media. My main social media is Instagram, cc_Java_Pearl. I like cross post on Facebook. I'm not on the TikToks. I'm not on the TikToks. I'm not on the, I don't know what other ones there are. I am 95% of the time on Instagram. And if it wasn't for Facebook groups that are used for like retreat stuff and everything, book clubs, such, I wouldn't even be on Facebook. So if you want to find me on Instagram. So just kind of trying to celebrate that. I've got some new joy in my life, and not ready to talk about that in detail yet, but it's making me happy and it's bringing me joy. And yeah, like I said, all I can do is just try to find the joy in every day amid all of the dumpster fires upon dumpster fires upon dumpster fires around us. So, but with that, I have some lovely fun things to show you, and I've made some crafting progress, and yeah, all of that. So let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. And now we're going to talk about knit, knit, knit. So I have a couple of knitting finishes. This still needs a little bit of work, but it is, the knitting portion is done. So this is a barley hat by Tin Can Knits on US 2's 2.75 mil and US 4's 3.5 mil needles, and the yarn is Knit Picks Felici in the Sanderson colorway. So this is a gift for a friend. I love using the self-striping. You'll see in a few minutes I'm knitting another barley hat, and what I will do is when that's done, I will soak both of them and then put them on balloons, blown up balloons, to dry so that they, are in their correct shape. And then this hat is going to get the black pom-pom on it. And these are just faux fur pom-pom set, also from Knit Picks. Yeah. So this one will get the black. The one I'm going to show you in a few minutes that I'm still working on will get the gray. And then I have some gorgeous pink yarn over there that I'm going to knit one for me and put the white pom-pom on. So, but I love all things Tin Can Knits. I'm going to talk about Tin Can Knits more in a few minutes. But there's several different ways you can wear this because it has this textured panel that is garter stitch, and then the rest of it is stockinette in the round. So you really have options of what you want, like if you want to put this forward or if you want to kind of make it half and half towards the, so you can wear it a bunch of different ways. So yeah, so there's that finished one, and this is finish number 11 for the year. And then finish number 12 is also a gift for a friend. These are my French vanilla cappuccino sock pattern that you can find on javapearldesigns.com. And all the links to everything I'm going to talk about today are in the show notes at GGKCS.com. Okay, so these I did on US 1.5, 2.5 mil needles, and the yarn is Rusty Ferret Doll in the Chimera colorway. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, the hat took me 15 days to knit, and these socks took me 28 days to knit. I just think they're really fun, and I love like the faux self stripes, but I love how it does on the heel, and I love the cuff. So pretty. This is yarn that I got while we were living in Scotland, and it came back over with us, and I finally knit it up. The dyer doesn't exist anymore. They no longer, I mean, they exist, but they don't dye yarn anymore. So, but I just love how those turned out. So there's that. And that's finished number 12 for the year. Okay, and then let's talk about in my favorite murder, Elvis tote bag, because the project got too big for other project bag. This is the third preemie baby blanket that I'm knitting, and I have just mashed together a pattern from, I wanted I-cord all the way around it, so I did an I-cord cast on. I'm doing garter stitch with a 3-stitch I-cord on both sides, and then I'll cast off in I-cord. So here is where I'm at. I'm getting close to being the width, because I'm doing it up and down instead of sideways, because I don't know, I just think it's kind of fun. So this is done on US 6's 4 mil needles, and the yarn is Red Heart Super Saver Jumbo in the gold colorway and Red Heart Super Saver in the Cafe Latte colorway. So I think a few more weeks of knitting and binding off will get us done on that one. Where did there it is. And then I will cast on another one. Okay, and then the final thing on the needles right now, like I said, is another barley hat. So this is all the same info, but this is Knit Picks Felici in the ribbon candy colorway. I'm ready to start the decreases. Last night I finished the full part of the hat, and like I said, the gray pom-pom will be going on this one. So yeah, so I just need to do the decreases of the crown and everything, and then I will be done with that one. That one is in my Winnie the Pooh with heffalumps inside. I don't have a pair of socks on the needles because I've been trying to get these gifts knitted up. I have one more gift that I'm going to try to get knit. And then I will put socks back on the needles before I go to Black Needle Society camp, because that's a really good travel project for me. I prefer to knit than to try to cross stitch when I'm traveling. So yeah, I got to figure out whose birthday is next so I can figure out what socks I need to cast on. I feel like it's Dammy's next, but I will have to check my notes. So, all right, let's move on to the next segment. And now it's time for FlossTube. First up, Winnie the Pooh bag by Knit Run Dig is Edinburgh Castle. I'm stitching this tent stitch 2/1 on 25 count easy grid Lagana in the called for flosses, and here's where I am at. I don't know where I was last time, but this is where I'm at now. So I'm trying to balance my pattern keeper over here. So I have started, I'm working down this diagonal. So I finished up and now I'm going down. And this is currently sitting at 116,740 stitches done out of 265,824. So that puts me at 43.916% complete. So essentially 44% complete. And yeah, I'm making progress, slow as it may be. I'll be 100 years old and finishing it, but that's okay, because one stitch, my friends, is more than 0 stitches. Okay. All right. So next up, what I've worked on. There was only one project that I have as a WIP that I did not work on in June since I saw y'all last, and that was Dammy's Christmas stocking. So, okay, where's this? Okay, this is in my coffee bag by, I can never remember if it's Bags by Judy, or if you want to know, tell me and I will find it for you. This, as you're seeing on the screen, is Gilmoreisms. It's a pattern by Forbidden Fiber Co. And I'm doing it on 16 count Casablanca Ada Zweigart, dyed by Forbidden Fiber Co. with the called for Forbidden Fiber Co. floss. And this is not really very interesting right now. I'm working on a box. But I am currently at 58.68% done. So I'm making progress. I think there's just 2 rows of boxes left, and then I will be done. Let me get this back in here. Okay, and then this has been my focus piece. This is in a sunflower project bag by Stitching the High Notes, one of her very first early designs. And this is Move Forward in Love by Modern Folk Embroidery. I'm doing it on Fortnite Fiber 16 count Ada in the hue colorway, and I'm using the called for DMC floss, except for the very outside border is Threadworks Bradley's balloons. And I had an epic milestone hit on this a couple nights ago. I am done with the outside border. So all I have remaining is just that the flag and the border around the flag there in the middle. And I am currently at 61.65% done. So essentially 38 and point something percent of this pattern is just that in the middle. But this is going to camp with me. I would like to, before camp, try to get this outside border in place, and then I'll just fill in the little dots as I come to the colors. But I was talking to some crafting friends, and they suggested that I do the words first and then fill in the colors around it. So maybe what I'll do is I'll do this white and then come over and do the words, and then I can do the pink and that blue and the brown and the black, and then do the colors down that way. So yeah, I'm planning to take this to camp with me, and it will be a good project to work on since it will be mostly fill in. Okay, after that, in my Gilmore Girls project bag from Black Needle Society, It's a Lifestyle, It's a Religion, I am working on Winter in Stars Hollow by Katie Landis of the Black Needle Society. I am doing this on 18 count white Ada using the called for DMC and the Fancy Floss Conversion by Forbidden Fiber Co. So there is where I am at. So I am at the widest point. That is the edge of the project. So I'm working on this color of the house right now. I am at 64.02% complete. So it's got about around 3,300 stitches to go. But I am doing these all 4 pieces together. So like I've got it rolled up, like that's autumn. Right here is where winter ends. So that's autumn, and then I have summer and spring all wound up here. And so I'm making progress on that. Now to get it back in the bag that has every bit of the floss for all 4 years, because some of it carried over, some of it didn't, but I just like kept it all together. And then once I'm done with all that, I will have to have an epic put away floss thing. Okay, and then finally, right here, in the camp project bag from Black Needle Society Camp Retreat last year, it's a good day to celebrate, with the stamp on the back. I am working on Jack's stamp collection, which is another pattern by Katie Landis of the Black Needle Society. I'm using XJU Design 18 count Zweigart Ada in the witchy pink colorway, using mostly the called for DMC. I had to sub a, I don't know, 2 or 3 that I just didn't have. And I'm doing this 1/1. So last night I finished this frog stamp. And then you can barely see it, but I've started on the border for stamp number 12. And so my goal on this was, I started this right after Halloween 2024. And I did the math, and it was like, if I do like, gosh, I'm trying to remember now, like 150-ish, 155 stitches a week, I will finish this by Halloween 2026. But I've been doing a stitching challenge with some friends, and this is my project that I work on every week, no matter who's called, and we have to do 180 stitches. So I am ahead, which I guess is kind of nice, like, because when I go to camp, I probably won't stitch on this that week. So I'm ahead of the game. I'm currently at 40.82%. So I only need 9.18% more done by Halloween this year to be on track. So, yeah, so there's that. And that is all of the FlossTube projects. But I do have some cross-stitch related stuff in the next segment, so you should stick around. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show, yummies. Yummies are our current favorite things, things that we like, things we want to talk to you about, yummies. And first up, Tin Can Knits, who is one of our favorite designers, released a new pattern since I saw you last. It's on the screen right now. This is called Grove, and it is a light, flowy t-shirt. It comes in sizing newborn to an adult 6XL. And you need a sock or sport weight yarn and a lace weight that has fluff to hold with it. And it's knit up on US 3s, 3.25, and US 5s, 3.75 mil needles. And it is meant to be worn with a few inches of positive ease. It's knit flat from the top down. And then the fronts are picked up from the top edge of the back and worked together. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. You could really, really do a lot of fun things with color based on the yarn that you decide to use. It's just gorgeous though. And thanks so much to Tin Can Knits for sharing this pattern with us so that we could tell you all about it. And I will put a link in the show notes where you can get the shirt. Their website is tincannknits.com. Okay, next up. I did not think this through. All right, here we go. We're going to talk about stitching in the TARDIS. My box kind of got destroyed a little bit, but that's all right. We'll make them do. I did a full unboxing of this on YouTube, so I'm just going to go through this really quick, but I love this box. Y'all know how much I love Doctor Who. This is the fish fingers and custard candle that does not smell like fish fingers. We got a Bad Wolf needle minder, a pocket watch that actually works, I did not set it to the correct time. We got this gorgeous mug that says, "Run like hell because you always need to. Laugh at everything because it's always funny. Never be cruel and never be cowardly. And if you ever are, always make amends." So it's a gorgeous, and it's a big size mug. We got, oh, let go, there we go. We got this gorgeous set of characters from Doctor Who that are floss drops. We got floss from Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. This one is Geronimo. This one is Alonzi. And this one is Bow Ties Are Cool. We got this beautiful, y'all know my love for River Song. We got River's Journal, and it has like you could put bank or credit cards or debit cards or business cards there. There's a zipper pouch on the back, and then there's two notebooks. One is lined and the other is dots. So that is really, really fun. I have a similar cover to this, but it's a bigger size that I used quite often when I was bullet journaling, but I don't do that anymore. So, okay, we got a Dr. Snail. And I'm going to throw this in here. I got fabric from Bestitch Me. I had won a gift card in the Downton Abbey retreat. And I haven't stitched any of the snails. And I want to do them all on the same fabric so that it has that continuity piece. I'm not doing it all on one piece. I'm going to cut it, but I just wanted the continuity of the color. So I got this massive, massive piece of 18 count Ada in the lunar colorway. It's just a nice neutral. So that'll be really, really pretty on it. So this is the fabric that I have to remember to cut a piece to take with me to camp for the camp snail. Let's see. Oh, let's come back to that in a second. We got this enormous project bag, which is by the same artist that did the floss drops. And it's fantastic. Love it. We got this iron-on that you can put on like a shirt or a tote bag or whatever, and it says, "Hate is always foolish and love is always wise. Always try to be nice, but never fail to be kind." And I love the like stars and everything on the letters. Okay, and then we got the last two things, which I saved because I have a potential plan. So we got fabric, also from Bestitch Me. I got 16 count Ada, and it's called All of Time and Space. Look at that. How, I mean, just come on now. And then we got the Wibbly Wobbly Timey Wimey Sampler designed by Katie of the Black Needle Society. So it has the Weeping Angel at the top. On the sides, it's got the Cybermen. Down here at the bottom, it has the Daleks. In the center, it says Wibbly Wobbly Timey Wimey with a bow tie on top of it. We got sonic screwdrivers. We got roses, and then we got stars and the TARDIS. So my thing was, oh, this would be beautiful stitched on this fabric, but the floss colors will not work. When I was talking to Katie about it, she was like, you may have to stitch like the relief and then let this be the blue of the TARDIS. So it only uses 3 colors of floss. It uses Bestitch Me Silks, Forget Me Not, Solar, and Midnight Blue. So like this color would work, that color would work, but it would be figuring out how to do on this. But I am in love with this fabric. I'm in love with this pattern, and I'm going to do my darndest to see if I can make it work, because I think it would be absolutely gorgeous on that. Okay, I'm going to pause for a minute so I can get the stuff back here, and then I'll be back. And then the final thing, which if you're watching recent uploads, I literally just uploaded this unboxing just like an hour ago. So this is the Black Needle Society snail mail, and we get it every other month. And this month's is the strawberry rhubarb snail. So cute. And it comes with the coloring cotton flosses. And this month it came with a strawberry rhubarb loaf pattern. Somebody's being very loud outside with their vehicle. Oh, there, it turned off. So I am a rep for the Black Needle Society, which means I get the every other month boxes to share with y'all, and you get a coupon code, JavaPurl5, JAVAPURL, and the number 5, and that gives you 5% off everything in the vault, which is where all the extras go to live. However, July is birthday month for Black Needle, so through the 14th, so like 9 days left, most of the things in the vault are 20% off. You don't need a coupon code. It'll be automatically applied when you check out. You can't use my code on top of that. So go buy what you were going to buy now, because 20% off. And yeah, so that is, I think that's everything that I have for Yummies. So let's move on to the next segment. And with that, we've come to the end of the show. Thanks for joining me here today. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I've been working on and what I finished, and Yummies and all the things. A huge thank you to everyone who supports the podcast. However you support, it helps pay for things behind the scenes, and we're really grateful for that. And you can find links to all the different ways you can support the podcast, and where you can find us online at GGKCS.com. There's links there for YouTube and Instagram and Apple Podcasts, and all the things are there. Okay, so let me open the calendar, because where's my calendar? There it is. Okay, so normally I would record August episode the first weekend of August, but that's when I'll be at Black Needle Society camp retreat. So I might record, so I'm flying home on Monday afterwards. But I also took Tuesday off, so maybe I'll be able to record on Tuesday. If not, it will probably be the weekend. We do have Black Needle Society Book Club on that Saturday the 9th. Oh, there's something to tell you. So we're reading 2 books this time, because one of the books all of a sudden was not available on Libby anymore. It was very, very strange. And it's the one that won the most votes. So what we did is, the one that had the second most votes, which is The Mostly True Story of Tanner and Louise by Colleen Oakley. For the first hour of book club, we're going to discuss that. And then we're going to extend book club an extra half hour, and then do a full hour on the book that won first place, The Echo of Old Books by Barbara Davis. It is available on Audible. It's available on Amazon. I have the ebook, but for some reason there must be like something with the publishers or something. It was not available on Libby, and it had been. When I posted the poll, it was available. So that is the Books with BNS group on Facebook that you can search and find and join, and just make sure you answer the questions so that we can add you to the group. So I'm excited to discuss those. But like I said, that will be the second weekend of August, because we'll be at camp the first weekend. So, what else is coming this month? We do have a July box coming from Black Needle. They might do what they did last year and give it to us at camp. So it may be like once I get back from camp that I am able to. I don't know if y'all could hear that, but somebody was driving really fast in a really loud car. Last year, what did I do last year? Oh, last year I went up to the hotel room and filmed the unboxing so I didn't get spoiled, and then when I got home, I edited it and posted it. So that may be what happens again this year for the July box. And I think that's everything. So, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. If you see somebody in need, do what you can to help them. Y'all know that I'm not religious anymore. But all I can keep coming back to is whatever you do for the least of these, you do for me. And the least of us is getting really trampled to the ground. So do what you can. Check on your family and friends. Sorry, Pumpkin is giving me the saddest look down here. Speaking of Pumpkin, there are a bunch of pictures of Pumpkin and Pink after the credits. I didn't do any videos this time, but I just had so many really good pictures, so I just did those at the end of the episode this time. Yeah. Wear sunscreen if you're outside. Stay cool. Take a walk. Drink your water. Hydration is key. I think that's it. I'm just rambling at this point. So, until I see you again, which will most likely be in August, happy crafting, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.